Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I don't think I've heard this track before. Maybe it's played and I haven't noticed it, but maybe this is a new one. It's nice though, I like it. Okay, so we of course need to do things, right? Unfortunately, we don't have many things we can do. We could fight corruption down over here. I suppose that's something that we should probably do. Yeah, we can travel down to Giza, and there is plague in this area. So this is currently, measles. Yeah, so that's definitely a concern. There's also, we only have the 2 travel options, right? So we pretty much need the Arid Explorers pack, but we also need to do the medical equipment. So that'll help matters. Yeah, this is pretty low chance of danger, except in Ascalon. Okay, let's go. So we had a hook on somebody that expired, apparently, and we can press the Liberty faction demands. I'm not sure if we actually want to do this at this point. We have no time for this. Okay, so we're heading down over this way for now, and there won't be too much that we need to do here, to be honest. Okay, silence your people or die. And the question is, unruly counties you support, 0 of 6. Counties under Marshall's control, 1 of 6. Okay. So this would be over to Damietta, which is right up over here. Okay, so this is floodplains and measles up over this direction, right? So at this point, we should be bringing medical equipment, obviously. Which we apparently can't do because we must employ a personal physician eligible for travel. Hang on. Is this because he is sick? Why is he not eligible for travel? Okay, we can do this here. So we'd want to get rid of that. And then what is the, what is the floodplains here? Pathfinder's gear. Okay. So that seems reasonably good there. Let's go. So that'll be fine for now. A snapped twig, huh? We can lose some stress. That's okay. Awakening. Sure. False Muslim teachings. I mean, that's probably not ideal for us. Okay, so the Marshal now controls 2 out of 6. This next location would be down over here. And that doesn't look too bad to get to. Yeah. We can just do this. And at this point, we cannot bring medical equipment. For whatever reason. But we only have these couple of plague areas, so we don't necessarily need the Pathfinder's gear. Instead, we should probably do the... Is there nothing for Oasis? Okay, that's fine. This is still mostly... This is fine as it is, no cost. So we could do just Scout for Talent. Let's go. 30 stress because we're generous. 11 gold? We're going to take that. So that sounds great. And back at our camp, we're still working on upgrading the Barber's camp. Okay, sounds great. We could do some sparring here. There's a pretty good chance of becoming wounded, but, okay, lost opinion. Sure. Okay, silence your people or die, peasant. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this is now the people here, and we're going to say success. So we're now traveling home, and that seems reasonably fine. This does not, I don't think this is going to be particularly dangerous, and we excelled at the contract, so that sounds wonderful. 4 months left here, and now we've got this going on, right? So we're just going to pass through these measles areas. There we go. Do we want to laugh aloud? Nah, we'll take the prestige for now. Scarce water supplies? I mean, we're almost done. We're almost finished traveling. There we go. So that's fine. Scarce water supplies were absolutely okay. So we do have a fight corruption contract somewhere up over here. Noted. And we can also see what we can do here. This guy would give us gold or provisions. 400 provisions or 184 gold. We're taking the gold. Done. And now we've got the Liberty faction demands, right? I think we should press these demands. But before we do that, I'd like to come in here and I would like to scrape the barrel or refill our men-at-arms. So we don't have enough gold to fully reinforce. Noted. We're going to seek volunteers, and that'll boost these up somewhat. There we go. Only some of them did. And then we can refill with provisions here. And of course, we're at 0 provisions at this time. We can't gather more provisions just yet, but that did refill this a fair amount. Our quality went down. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm not sure why that happened. Huh. Well, regardless, it doesn't really matter all that much. We're going to take a look here. Yeah, this guy's involved in multiple wars. We're going to press these demands right now. And he has declined, and he is starting a war. Apparently it's auto-raising our armies. Cool. So, let's take a look at this war. No, get out of here. Let's take a look at this war. So it's just right down over here. I expected this to be against a larger liege. Interesting. Well, we can head directly down here. And we've got the allies over here. They're heading in as well. So if they arrive at the same time... Okay, enemy ally joined the war. That's this guy up over here. So we're heading down this direction. Our ally is now here. He is heading northward. But this guy over here is spooky, right? He is spooky. And our ally is not coming with us. Okay, so we're going to walk away. We need to group up with our ally. Unfortunately, they are grouped up. Our ally is moving in a really strange way at this time. We can upgrade our barber's tent, and this is actually maximally upgraded at this point. So we could get the torturer's tools. I don't think there's that much reason to spend our money on that right now. I'm interested in potentially upgrading the proving grounds next. So we currently have we're upgrading our infantry and our cavalry. We could upgrade our archers. That's a potential option. Spearmen. We do have spearmen. I'm not seeing anything for siege in here. Okay. This would, of course, just be a flat men-at-arms damage upgrade. And that's what I'm going to go for now. So that looks good for the moment. And we're currently making our way over this direction to try to link up with these guys. And we'll see if these maneuver in a strange way. It'd be great if they did. So we're going to stick with our ally over this direction. Okay, we're currently sieging this. These guys are on their way in. I have a sneaking suspicion we lose this. It's a little bit hard to judge. Because we have particularly good men-at-arms. Like, we have a lot of bonuses to them, right? But we don't have a lot of numbers. And then there's the countering system. But we can see that they've got, in terms of levy troops, they've got about 3,500 of this is roughly levy troops. So we know that they've got about 5,000 non-levy troops. That's a big numerical advantage. I would like to walk away here. There are no objectives currently held in this Liberty War. So he's sticking with us. That is good. And if we headed up over this way, the question is, where would we like to make a stand? There's desert mountains over here. If we headed over this way, this is all just desert, right? We could head up over here. Our ally is not coming with us at this time. Okay. That is noted. Our ally is committing to this. I feel like this is bad, but our ally is committed. Yeah, we didn't have the numbers. We were winning that first engagement, but we did not have the numbers to finish that. Okay. I don't know why our ally decided to commit to that. I shouldn't have. I should have just went home. So what we want right now is we want them to start up a siege. That would be ideal. I also want to do a gather provisions. But he's going to chase down our ally and stack wipe them, I bet. I don't think our ally gets out of here. And there's not really anything we could do about that. Yeah, so they're going to fight them there. And our ally is going to lose that. This isn't necessarily surprising. But now they're starting their siege here. Okay, so that buys us a little bit of time. Our proving ground was completed, and I want to continue to upgrade this, ideally. So we do have a couple more upgrades that we can do here. That's noted. We also can upgrade the barber's tent further. For the time being, I want to get this proving ground upgrade done. That's going to be a 4% men-at-arms damage increase, so we're going to get that going immediately. Another thing we could do is we could just abandon this contract. He would imprison us and every rebellious vassal. Interesting. So we would be imprisoned, huh? Fair enough. Okay, so we could ask this guy for some provisions here. He would give us that. So that would be 440 provisions. And then when can we do this? 1236. So that's going to be 16th of August. We'll let that go for a little bit. Okay. So these guys are existing over here, and we could come over this way and try to siege this, but I don't think that that's 1720. We might be able to get there. We can scrape the barrel and boost these up, and then we can refill men-at-arms with the provisions that we scavenged there. That's only 55 soldiers. But that's understood. Now, how do we get these here? Can we turn this around, go back to camp, and then put them down and bring them back up? Maybe. Okay, we got a cricked neck. That's unfortunate. But we're going to come up over here, and we're going to... Cannot disband as a war leader. Okay, so we have more soldiers. How do we raise them? How do we get them to our army at this point? It's definitely an interesting question. Maybe if we're just in the camp on the month tick? Yeah, that's what it is. Beautiful. So we're going to come down over here. This is going to be, I think, not quite enough to be able to siege this. But they're going to finish this siege here. And they're going to come up and attack us over here. So yeah, we don't have enough to siege here. This is a bad place to fight. This is desert. So we're going to head off over this direction. And we're going to see what they're going to do. They should go siege Sinai, is what they should do. But they don't seem to be actually interested in that for the time being. We can't actually do much here. And this is mostly because this guy joined in. I just had the wrong war leader, right? That's mostly what this comes down to. But this is fine for the moment. So in the meantime, we can take a look at some of these up over here, but I mean, they're going to end this war like right now, and there's not really anything we can do about it. We don't want to try to fight them. We're just going to peace out of this. So the war's at 100%, understood, and we just spent 25 prestige. That's okay. I don't mind that. So we're going to come back up over here. We're going to disband these guys, and we need to gather provisions. So let's send out our hunter, and we'll see what we get. He was hurt. Okay. And he's no longer our huntsman. Amazing. So that's fine for now. And this guy is going to be our huntsman again. He is currently injured, but we need a Master of Arms, Heavy Infantry Captain, and Bodyguard. So we need to recruit more knights, right? That's a big thing that we need to do at this point. We can't move, but we could... Where did all the contracts go? Apparently there are no contracts. Sure. So we need a bunch of prestige. We can't move our camp. We can explore the castle holding, I suppose. So let's see what we've got going on here. If we have a look at the castle, what can we do here? Look for able bodies at the garrison? Ah. On second thought, no. There's some demoralized soldiers here. Regiments would be partially reinforced. And these would be pretty much the same. Okay. Let's head back and let's check out the tavern here. Let's see who's up for recruitment. So there's people here, noted. We could hear a story or two. What do we got in here? Lose some stress and gain some of that. Nice. Okay, what else do we have here? Supplies are this way. 57% chance of intimidation. We got it. Fantastic. So then we can say the town crier might have something for us. Justicar contracts, learning contracts, and criminal contracts. Okay, that's good to know that we can definitely do this. Okay, let's head back for now. Back to camp. So we can revisit that castle holding, looks like. 10 gold? Yes, we'll accept that for now. So, at this point, we can make a request of this guy. He would give us provisions, but we can't request this because we don't have the prestige, right? So that's absolutely fine for right now. We can move camp for new contracts, and that's maybe the best thing to do, but I would also really, really like to replenish our men-at-arms. So we can continue to scrape the barrel here. Or we can just see what we got going on there. Uninspired. Unfortunate. Well, we can try to refill our men-at-arms. This is going to be 162 soldiers with this amount of supplies. Honestly, I think we're better off... Well, I would say we're better off to move our camp. But that's not going to get us very far. Indeed. It is not. But we could move down over, like, this direction. And how much would that cost us? 2,500. So we'd run out of provisions about here. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. So we need a lot more provisions at this point. Now, we can request that this guy give us a contract. So there is that. But we don't have the prestige that we need for that, right? So what do we got going on here? 150 prestige. That would be nice. 440 provisions for 31 gold is, I think, a reasonable deal. So we could definitely do that. Sure, that seems okay. And we'd be very interested in refilling our men-at-arms. We have a new martial perk available. So this would be 217 and 200 soldiers. Noted. So soldiers of lesser fortune. So this is reinforcements from scraping the barrel being quadrupled. So that's absolutely huge for us. What's this out over here? Huh. Peasant uprising. We're in. So we'll raise up our armies, and we're going to head out over here. Now, he might instantly crush this. We'll see if we get there in time to do anything. Yeah, I think he's going to instantly crush it. Yeah, it's at 100%. So we don't actually get to do anything there. Unfortunate. We also didn't get anything from that, but we also didn't lose anything. So that is reasonably okay. So that's absolutely noted, and we can scrape the barrel next. Actually, we can scrape the barrel quite frequently. That's good to know. So that's fine. If we seek followers here, we gain up to 100 soldiers. And we're going to do that. This is really painful on our prestige. but we need to get our soldiers refilled somewhat. So that's fine. We're up to 1939 at this point, and that's starting to look much, much better. I'd like to get up over 2K, ideally. And of course, our prestige is really, really low. Really, really low. So that means that we need to either have events or we need to have contracts, right? And I would like to move our camp. Let's move a little bit inland over this way. So we can't move very far. But if we were to move down to, say, here, yeah, this is what we're going to do. So there's going to be drylands out over here. So we're going to scout for talent, and we're going to purchase an Arid Explorers pack. So we're going to head down this direction. 960 provisions is a lot of provisions, but we'll do that. Yet we must press on. Okay. Apparently, we ran out of provisions very quickly there. So we became a lunatic, but it's still fine. Okay, so we've got new contracts down here. Good. So with these contracts, we can immediately start working on this improve ruler reputation. We don't actually need to travel very far for this. So I'm going to ditch the Arid Explorers pack. And we're just going to head right on up here. We also gained the irritable trait, so that's understood. Okay, we're going to get on with our task. And what do we got here? So this is 15, 21, 29, 28, and 23. Okay, so our wife is going to go here. This guy is going to go here. And then we've got 15 and 19. So, I mean, that's pretty good. In terms of these phase time reductions, I like it. And then this goes up to 100%. Nice. So that's going to get finished pretty easily. We definitely need to get ourselves some additional provisions, and we need more champions. That's a big thing that we need here. So we can regale the court here. We can rescue a fair subject up over here. That's all fine. We lost our caravan leader, though, and that was our diplomat here. So that'll be this guy. And we're still at 100%. So that looks reasonably fine. Do we have a new caravan master? Yes, actually. Heavy infantry captain and bodyguard. Cool. So that looks good. We're currently at 1084 soldiers, and that's not great. We need to get our provisions up. So that means that we need to finish up this scheme, right? What do we got going on here? Prestige? We're going to take the prestige. So that looks good. And there's more contracts around over here. Hang on. I don't know if this is going to continue after this battle. It is. I'd love to take this contract. Unfortunately, we're already here. So we'll see if that's still a thing once we get this contract finished. But yeah, that would be amazing to take. He's not actually progressing this siege, so we can probably do that. Looks good. So we're bringing this up by a decent amount. No doubt about that. 20 days here. Yeah, we need a lot of work here. That's going to take some time. High tier stand with us. Probably not. Probably not. There's also an ambush travelers up over here. There's a fair number of contracts available now, so that is very good. We definitely needed to move camp. So that looks fine. We're currently at a 45% chance here. We're going to gain more prestige here. We really need to get out of our prestige debt. No doubt about that. We can continue to scrape the barrel, which is, of course, going to continue to spend large amounts of prestige. We can try to roll this, which might be a little bit better, but uninspired. So that's not necessarily shocking. Okay. Well, we're up to 52% now, and we will get this scheme executed very, very soon. In theory. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are... What do we got in here? For you, of course. Okay, that's fine. And next episode, we're going to finish this one up and hopefully join this Stand With Us contract. We have gotten a long ways on getting our camp upgraded, but we've got more distance to go, for sure. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.